T&N TV with Muheeb FAZELDin, Flashy. How you doing, mate?
Doing great, man. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're doing perfectly fine. We're just here in West London at the moment. We just wanted to ask you like a few questions. So basically, how did you manage to get into boxing to begin with?
I was growing up in Sheffield and being a Yemeni, I was close to Naz, family friends and all this and all that. So growing up watching Naz and getting him to speak to us, take us to gym and directors and do all that was good, man. And then after that, because I was a super active kid, I was always getting myself in trouble and I liked fighting. So yeah, best thing was to get into gym.
So you just got into it at what age?
I got into boxing young, but I stopped and then drifted away from boxing and then got back again when I was 15, 16, properly. Like I would train every day at that age. But I started boxing when I was 12.
Okay. And in terms of any amateur fights, do you have many? Or?
You know what? I had a handful, like about 40, 45. I had a decent amateur career. I've won CYPs, I've won Yorkshire titles. But the aim was never to be a good amateur. It was always to turn pro. Majority of boxers start off saying, I want to be an Olympian, and then they take it from there. I've never thought about Olympics because, like I said, I've always was speaking to Naz and Ali, his brother, and speaking to the late Brendan, God save his soul in peace. It was all focused on becoming a world champion, not really an Olympian. That's the difference.
I see. So now that once you've turned pro, sort of what was your, what's your style for those who haven't sort of, seen maybe your fights live? Describe your sort of style and your boxing philosophy, if you could.
I don't know. I don't know. I just box and I just ride the wave, really, innit. So
yeah.
whatever happens, I just happen to weather the storm, basically, innit.
Yeah,
so I can box, I can fight, I can do toe to toe, I can buy time, I can do anything.
Yeah, but we've seen you fight live, and you're like very entertaining type fighter. Sometimes you drop your hands on purpose.
No, 100%. My hands are always dropped. I am an entertaining fighter. I'm crowd friendly, but it's unfortunate that the crowd hasn't seen a lot of me yet. But everything's written in it. So when it's my time, it's my time.
And in terms of like in boxing, did you actually have any boxers that you looked up to when you were like sort of coming up or growing up in terms of your favorite fighters or people you wanted to like emulate?
I never wanted to emulate no one. I boxed similar to Naz was just because I grew up around the guy. He taught me, like Naz literally, we trained at Ingles, Brendan Ingle, he taught Naz. But Naz literally sat me down and taught me how to pivot, how to throw a backhand jab. A lot of people probably don't know what that means. I know a lot of moves that I've been taught by Naz and his brother Ali Hamed. So yeah, man, I've taken skills from everyone and turned it into my own. But yeah, I looked up to Prince Naz himself. I looked up to Floyd, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. I've watched a lot of boxing, but mainly old school boxing. That's what I've watched. You know what I mean?
So some of the greatest fighters of all time.
Yeah, you have to. I think every boxer will tell you. Every boxer, no matter what their style is, every boxer will tell you every single fighter that put the gloves on, whether it's white collar, professionally or amateur, they've watched the people I've mentioned.
Yes, of course. And in terms of your sort of current aspirations and current goals in boxing, so what do you want to sort of achieve?
Just be active, man. To be honest with you, the main goal still remains the same: is to become a world champion and make money out of this game. Do you know what I mean? Because I gave so much time into boxing, I just need something to pay back now. Just make money. I'm ready for any fight, really. Make money out of boxing and become a world champion. That's the aim of the game.
So you've had some very interesting experiences already in the ring. You've sort of fought in the US as well. What was that compared to sort of fighting in the UK?
I love America, man. I love UK. You can't beat, when you fight in UK, you can't beat England's. It's home, innit? We all got to love England, but USA is just a different buzz, because I think the crowd is more into you when you're a foreigner, if you know what I mean.
Of course, it's something different, I suppose.
It's something different. They like our style, the British style. They like the British accent, and I got loads of family there. Like Detroit is full of my family, and big up to the family in Detroit. Every single one of you. So yeah, man, Detroit is good. It's good. It was a good experience going there. Boxed twice there. Was main event there twice. So yeah, it was good, man. I won the international American title there.
So you had some good positive experiences out there in the
Yeah,
States. So
man.
you wouldn't mind fighting again in the States if you had to?
Nah, I probably would do very soon.
Yeah, fantastic. So I mean, in terms of also the boxing can be, you know, quite a tough game. It has some ups and has some downs. In terms of, you know, what were the sort of some of the downs that you've experienced in the game of boxing?
Boxing has loads of ups and downs. See, the ups in boxing is when you fight in and training goes well, and then you get the reward at the end of the fight by getting the win. So that's the ups in boxing. It doesn't get any higher than that. Whether you win a normal title or you win a world title or you just win a normal fight, every boxer will tell you that that buzz is different. But the downs is when you get ready for a fight and the fight doesn't happen, or when you get told a majority of people, should I say, false promises in boxing. There's a lot of false promises. Us fighters, I'm not talking about me only, I'm talking about every fighter. All us fighters will sacrifice a lot, do you know what I mean, to get in shape, to miss out on family and all this bullshit, and then for it not to happen, that's a downer, innit?
Yeah, so it's, you know, sometimes you can be disappointed, right? Through no fault of your own, things happen.
It's more than disappointment, man. It's more than disappointment. It's heartbreaking, but it's what it is, man. It's what it is. You gotta brush it off and on to the next one.
And in terms of, I mean, because we remember, the 21st of September was when we were sort of looking forward to seeing you fight, and then your opponent sort of pulled out, and obviously that fight.
Yeah, talking about that, I want to clear the air with that one. You see what it is? I got ready. I had a long time. He knew, I knew. We both had a good camp. With that being said, I thought he should have been get ready and give him a chance to be in his best shape. And I was ready. I made weight. I kept on sending pictures on my way to my trainer, to my manager, to everyone. And the bitch, should I call him, because he don't deserve a name, Josh Bitch Kennedy, he pulled out on me last fight week because he's a fuckboy. Choose my language. And now I'm getting frustrated and angry because I missed a lot of money into this camp. I had everything professionally done in place. I've made weight perfect and everything, and then he decides to pull out when he was enjoying time with his family and everything, and then decides to pull out. But I sacrificed my family time for him to pull out, and then has the audacity to say, for certain people to say, oh, reschedule the fight. Why on God's name would I reschedule the fight on someone that just pulled out on me? And he wants me to sell the tickets again, just to give him time to make weight. He's saying a slight injury. I don't believe. Look at my knuckle. I've got a bad knuckle. Still, my knuckle's bad. My knuckle here, I don't know if you can see it, my knuckle's bad. And I'm ready to fight any motherfucker. But you see, with him, he didn't want it. Saying a slight injury, he couldn't make weight. He just couldn't make weight.
So in terms of if people pull out, at least they have to do it really early on to give you the option of having a replacement opponent, right?
Okay, look, everyone has injuries, everyone has freak injuries, and we've seen it at big title fights and everything. If he's really injury, he would have said it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I knew he pulled that before fight week, but I just got told about fight week. I knew he knew. I was telling my coach and my SNC coach that this guy's gonna pull out.
So you kind of
Listen, let me tell you a secret about this guy. This guy used to train in our gym, Peacock Gym, yeah? He boxed. He's that guy, yeah, that an hour before his fight, he'll say he needs the piss, and he'll go sit in the toilet and shit himself because he's scared to fight. He's a shook guy, trust me. He's not about it. So he's lost his opportunity.
So you're looking sort of past him.
I'm looking past him,
forward.
of course. Like, I'll tell this to the board, I'll tell this to my management team, to anyone. I have sacrificed. I know what my time is valued. The worth of me missing my daughter's time in no one gonna bring that back to me. You know what I mean? Not Josh Kennedy, not the board, not my managers, no one. So I need to put my daughter before boxing. So therefore, I'm missing on my daughter's time for a pussy to pull out. That don't run with me. So therefore, he's had his opportunity. He's not gonna get another opportunity again.
So now.
And we know every time he stepped up, he got his ass beat. Anyway, so he's irrelevant.
So can we sort of look forward to a fight in the next coming months, December?
Let's hope so. God willing. I'm sure there is a lot of. Not everyone is like him. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are willing to fight. Like, I got no hard feeling against any boxer, man. I don't hate no one, but I generally dislike him. Dislike this cunt.
So you have a very lively division as well at Super Bantam, so you probably have lots of other good options out there.
Boxing is lively, man. From feather, Super Bantam, Bantam, Fly, Super Fly, Heavy. we're talking about the UK. I think the UK scene is the best scene in boxing in the world. Do you know what I mean? I generally believe that. So.
And the fans are generally quite passionate as well when they come to the event.
The fans and the fighters, you know, the fighters, we're real fighting men here. Majority of us are real fighting men. It's just you get the one or two like bitch Kennedy, or one or two like him that pull out. But the rest of us, you know, win, lose or draw, we're all passionate. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
What's the worst that can happen? You lose a fight, so fuck what? Do you know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
really,
no, there's professional journeymen out there also who do
you know
actually.
What? No, they're the real men. They fight. They're real men. But like I said, what's the worst that I'm talking about from personal experience? What's the worst that can happen? Win, lose or draw. I believe, bro. We've been fighting on the streets for days and time and years. You know what I mean? Go back home and ask. You know what I mean? We've been swinging it out, but right now I'm just trying to fight and do my thing. You know what I mean? Without people pulling out. But I'm sure.
Hopefully we'll stay tuned for some good news coming out. And,
yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully. I'm just ticking over, really. I'm ready for anything. I'm just ticking over. Just enjoying life. You know what I mean? Fit. I found a few. Boxing was my happiness, you know what I mean? But now I realize that spending time with loved ones and
family,
knowing my worth is my happiness. You know what I mean?
Of course.
It's always been spending time with family. That's real happiness. But knowing my worth in this boxing game is happiness. You know what I mean? And I'm not letting a bitch pull out and me trying to reschedule it and sell the same amount of tickets. And if I don't sell exact amount of tickets, they might pull the fight out again.
So
you know
basically,
what I mean? It's a loss-loss
very
situation.
unfair situation to be in, right?
Exactly. So I know my worth. Do you know what I mean? I believe I'm God gifted. You know what I'm saying? So
in terms of any words for your fans or people who want to sort of
appreciate
cheer you
you guys.
on?
You guys have been great. My fans, and I don't call them fans. I just call them people that enjoy. You know what I mean? I don't believe in that word fans. I believe in friends and family and loved ones. So whoever's supporting the journey, and I love you guys, man, and I appreciate your time. Do you know what I mean?
Good. Shout out to the boxing family and also.
Yeah, we're all a family. We're all a big family. Whether even fighters, when we fight each other.
Yeah, there's a lot of camaraderie. Yeah. I've always noticed that between boxers, people.
No hard feeling. Unless you're a bitch like Kennedy, then I don't respect you. But for the rest, you already know, like, mad love for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, man, thank you guys, and hopefully we should have real good news soon. But if it don't come, it don't come. It is what it is, isn't it?
No, we'll stay locked in, and before we let you go...
We don't rush greatness, you know what I'm saying? Everything happens in God's time, and God don't make mistakes.
Before we sort of let you go is, you know, we're huge fans of cars and automotive sports on our channel, and we just wanted to find out, you know, Muheeb Fazeldin, what's your sort of favourite/dream car that you could have for any reason that would be like so you? And it could be anything, and in what colour as well?
Nissan Micro. I'm playing.
It'd have to be turboed up.
Not even, you know, I wanted a rusty one. But I'm playing. I've had one of them before.
What they call those cars?
Dingers. They call them dingers, mate. They call them dingers. And
that's the one.
People know what I'm on about. They call them the dingers.
The dingers.
But yeah, nah. What are they called?
No, those cars that look like a normal car.
No, they call them dingers. Say dingers.
Is that dingers?
Yeah, that's what they call. That's what they call.
I'm gonna have to Google that one.
Yeah, Google dingers.
So
no, I'm joking, man. Nah, the car. I won't say a dream car because I know I plan what I plan to do, and I'd like to have a settle down car would be a Rolls Royce.
Okay.
Yeah, Rolls Royce or a Bentley.
What colour?
Either white. A white Rolls Royce or a black Rolls Royce.
Okay. Interesting choice there.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much.
I want a white Rolls Royce, man.
I want that Nissan now. I'm gonna Google it. I'm with the Dinger.
They're called Dinger.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, check it out, man. They're called
Thank
Dinger.
you very much, Mr. Muheeb Fazeldin Flashy. Cheers for that.
Thank you guys for coming down, man. I appreciate your time.
Cheers.